Hey students, in this video I'm going to explain how to solve systems of equations using the elimination method in Algebra 1 level. So when you have an elimination method, you need to ask yourself if you can eliminate by adding downwards. That's one thing to consider. And also you're going to need to check if your equations are in standard form. So these are the two main rules in order for you to use the elimination method. Remember to check for those. So for example, let's say we try 3x minus 2y equals 2. And then we tried 5x minus 5y equals 10. So in these equations, we're going to check if we are, first of all, in standard form, ax plus by equals c, ax plus by equals c. Yes, they are in standard form. If they're not, you can either rewrite the equations into standard form or just think of the other options that you have. You have the substitution method. You also have the graphing method. And then you also have the program in the calculator, linsolve. So you have other methods in case they're not both in standard form. But if they both are, the elimination method can work. So next, you're going to check if you can add downwards by canceling them. And the only way they can cancel is if the numbers are opposite sign. One's positive, one's negative. And if they're the same number. So for example, by adding downwards, 3 plus 5, that's not going to cancel. You have to convert these into a number that they can both cancel. Check the y values. Does negative 2 or negative 5 cancel? If you add downwards, no. You can only convert these into a number that they can cancel. But remember, you're checking if they can cancel by just x or y. Just cancel one at a time. You don't need to do both. So let's say we want to cancel the x's. A 3 and a 5 can cancel each other if they become a number like 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5, 10, 15. So they both can become 15s. So the way we're going to do that is turn these by multiplying them. We're going to convert the top one into 15 by multiplying it times 5. And then we're going to multiply the bottom one times 3. But we also want them to cancel. So one of them has to be negative and the other one positive. So let's just say we want to put a negative on the top one. When we multiply that negative 5 times 3, we're going to get negative 15x. And then negative 5 times negative 2 is going to be positive 10y. And then negative 5 times positive 2 is going to be negative 10. So this is the new version of the top equation. And now we're going to have the bottom one, which is 3 times 5. So that's positive 15x. 3 times negative 5, that's negative 15y. And 3 times 10, that's going to be 30. So these two equations that you were given are now these two equations in a different version, where now they can cancel if you add downwards. So if we look at it like by sections, negative 15 and 15 do cancel each other now if you add them downwards, which results in 10 minus 15 being added, which results in negative 5. And then negative 10 and 30 are adding downwards, so that means we are adding and we get positive 20. And then now we divide by negative 5. And when we divide by negative 5, our y value ends up being negative 4. So this y equals negative 4 is not the final answer, because the system does mean you have two lines meeting at one point or intersecting. That means we need an x and a y value. And so far we only found the y value, negative 4. So to find the x value, you're going to use the skills we did in substitution method, which is choose any of the original equations, not the ones you converted, any of the original ones, and then substitute this y value into one of them to solve for x. So I'm just going to draw a line to separate and write the top equation. It doesn't matter which one you pick, just grab one of the original equations. So I picked that one. And I'm going to substitute this negative 4 in for the y. So now I'm going to have 3x minus 2 times negative 4 equals 2. which results in an equation of solving for x. So we multiply these two, negative 2 times negative 4, that's positive 8. Then you subtract 8 from both sides. And then we divide by 3. Okay, so then now we have the x, which is negative 2. All right, so I'm going to just zoom out so you can see the big picture. So here, once again, the whole purpose is to find that intersection point, which consists of x and y values. You eliminate one of the variables to find the other. Once you find it, then you go to your original equations and plug it in and find the other. Okay, hope this video helps.